Hi, it's Chef Matt at the Wine Cellar and Brasserie. Going to demonstrate how to fillet a salmon today. We get this fish from the Pacific Northwest, actually from the Native American tribe in the state of Washington. So what I'm going to demonstrate is how to look for a fresh fish and also how to fillet a fresh fish. And then what we'll do is we'll pair that with a lovely Oregon Pinot to go with the wine clubs wines. So basically when you're looking at a fish, you basically just want to see it, make sure it's firm, it's not soft, the fish is cold, it's also very important. And the other thing you want to look at in particular is the eye of the fish. You want to make sure it's clear and not cloudy. So then I will demonstrate on how to fillet it. For me it's always easier to have the top fin facing me when I fillet the fish. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to make like 2 marks on either end of the fish to kind of designate where my start and finishing points are going to be. So I'll basically just hold back that first flap and kind of just cut all the way through, all the way down to the vertebrae. Do the exact same thing at the tail. Just cut it all the way through, down to the vertebrae again. Then at this point, what I want to do is I want to take my knife and run all the way down this vertebrae as close as I can to the vertebrae of the fish. That way I don't lose any meat. So I like to start from the tail. Basically all I'm going to do is kind of do like another guiding cut. And the most important thing when you're cutting fish is you want to make long cuts. You don't want to do little jaded pieces because then the fish will be jaded as well. So basically I just take my knife, all while trying to not pick up my knife again. Just kind of use the whole blade, go all the way through to the end. So at that point I kind of have a nice like guided cut. Kind of see, kind of basically went about halfway in. So this time I'm going to try to go all the way through. And the most important thing you got to realize is that there's pin bones running all through this part of the fish right here. So when you get into this point from here, you're going to have to put a little bit of strength behind it in order to cut those pin bones. You'll be able to hear it snap right about here. And it's basically just like a book at this point. Kind of just peel it back. And from this point, I just grab the back part and I'm just pulling off that last bit of skin, cutting it right off. There you go. So from this point here, I then would take out the pin bones with either a pair of household tweezers, which is what I actually use, and then just get those out. And then you can either skin the fish or not skin the fish, depending on if you prefer the skin or not. For this recipe that I'm doing today, I'm going to take the skin off because I prefer when you grill fish, to me the skin never really gets very crispy, so it's kind of not worth having it on there. The other side of the fish, just the exact same way I did the other side. And that's how you fillet a salmon.